coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's got room. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 47-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cam Chancellor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down following the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. He finds Hearns left side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the gun, here's Luck. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Luck now on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Luck. And this is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Third and 2, Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! 4 down.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Forced out to his left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
No. Check. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. In motion goes the tight end. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And he's got it to Hearns. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 36.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up, double up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A shotgun snap for Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 13-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go. All right, now look at it. No, Jack, Patriot. Hot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On 1st down, it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Haynes. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now at Ford Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Again, it's Pumphrey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fighting him off. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. On third down, Miller. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's up and good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Second and 10, Luck again. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Joshua Perry not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
From the gun, here's Luck. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Luck. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it down with Pumphrey. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now it's Miller running right. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. 2nd down following the run. Running left is Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. In motion right is Watkins. On 3rd down, that's Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a while.